Okay, we are back with another run of Archon Soul. Now that we've learned what we're doing, we're going to push our way in. Don't know if I'm going to release the previous video or not. I got my wind knocked out of me pretty roughly by the fact that I didn't know that there was a mechanic that was going to happen. Basically, we got a bonus to a dice, and it popped up like, okay, here's the thing. You get it one time, and then it goes away. It stripped all the modifiers I had off my faces, and obviously it was a dice body, so it replaced the dice body, but it stripped all the modifiers we had off of it. So the dice just went from, this is a really good dice that is the cornerstone of our strategy, to getting us killed. So it's still a demo. They can fix that. And I have coffee. Okay, so we've got Undergrowth. Got this coming in for a little bit of damage. It's 5. It's going to hex one of our dice. So we're going to go ahead and take the barrier. That gets us blocking their damage at the very least. And the question becomes, do we ramp up our number of dice, or do we just go for attack? I think we just go for a number of dice, because they're going to keep trying to hex our dice. So we only get 2 dice this turn. If one of them rolls a 2, we're good. Coming in for 7. You know what? I'm going full guard on it. I'm kind of afraid of losing a bunch of life in this one, because it's static until you beat the boss of an act. So there's our spare body. We need 9. I don't think we can get 9. I'm going to mitigate. It's going to be removing one of the dice again. Only going to take 3 damage here. Maybe I should have been more aggressive. I don't know. Why do you have 4 bloody might, my guy? We lose that much might instead. Okay, so next time it's doing a buff, we need to kind of go ham on it. La bonk. Let's go on the offensive. Oh no, 1 damage. We can recover from that. Here comes a 9 and a hex. I think you have 25 life. We only have 5, 10, 15, 22 damage. So we just block the damage and get Undergrowth going for possibly 1 more die. Number of dice, very important with like any of the strategies I've seen in this. So you're coming in for 10 and a buff. Right now we have 15 damage that we can do for that, which is not what we want. We're going to go ahead and grab that. We need exact 1 to actually disable that thing, so we're just going to go ahead and grab another dice. So, klabronk. And they've mighted up to 8, so we need to kill them this turn. I think we do, though, because we have 5 dice. It's 25 damage. At the bare minimum. We're actually getting more because we had 6 on that one as well. 4 damage on the opening fight. Not great. We want to stay low on the numbers. I would have taken a 2 there, but odds are important for a strategy I want to try. Spells gaining barrier using this rune gain an additional 4 barrier, or we can do heavy, which makes that dice face more likely to show up. We're going to go with shell. We have it gets everywhere. If the sandstorm has begun, gain 5 barrier and inflict 1 buffeted on each enemy. Otherwise, begin the sandstorm. And this just requires a 4, and it can be activated once per turn. When this unit takes damage from the sandstorm this turn, inflict weak on this unit. Or we can get that. I think we go for the it gets everywhere. We're going sand. We're the Sandmen. Bring me a treat. It's gonna get in your butt crack and not be that neat. Let's go shop. Maybe we can get Sandstorm started early. Ooh, Walk Without Rhythm is another good one. 54. Immortal is not bad. Aggressive body's good. Jeebus. We can also go max life. I think we go Both of these are really good. We don't have the money for both of them, though. Gift of Gaia, gain 10 max HP, heal equal to your max HP, permanently destroy this spell. So that's just a HP growth item. We don't have enough for it anyway. Permanently destroy this spell. So we could actually have permanent buffs from just destroying some cards. Gain 3 turn to sand. Whenever a spell is consumed, gain sandstorm intensity equal to turn to sand. Increases the amount of damage sandstorm deals. Okay. I think Walk Without Rhythm is going to be our grab here. We're going sand. And as far as what we do with 60, we are going to grab a 1. And we are going to 37. Can't afford anything else. I mean, we could afford another reserve slot. I'm not interested in those. This is very tempting, but we can't afford it all yet. Elite combat, sure. Let's oh, it's Hex Beast. Great. This guy makes it so I can't use my dice. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. We don't have any dice bodies yet. I am gonna go ahead and replace the 6 with a 1. I'm gonna replace the 4 with a 3. This gets us closer to having all odds. Only one that's gonna soil that one is that. That is our main dice there. And we have Shell. Gaining barrier using this rune, gain an additional 1 barrier. We're gonna do that probably on... Let's see what our deck says real quick. Sandstorm has begun. This one takes 4 to activate. So I think we actually put that on a normal dice. We'll have like 1 dice aimed towards being big. And then 1 dice aimed towards being small. And odd numbers being favored. Okay, so we pop you off. Gain 1 grounded. We do an It Gets Everywhere. Still gonna take damage from this just because, but... Yeah, make 4 ethereal dice, inflict 1 weak on the player. When this dice is used or discarded, destroy the dice. So basically, this, we throw it in there and it puts weak on this guy and gets us ethereal dice. And buffeted inflicts weak. So we're going to do Walk with Rhythm. We're going to go ahead and do a Hex Breaker. Sadly, pretty high dice, but we got a few odds in there at least. Go ahead and do this over here to get you rolling. And we'll do this to get a little bit of barrier. So it's going to cut off 2 of our dice, but we're starting. Okay, you're doing a crap ton of damage to me there, friend. And we can't do that one again, so we actually go... We'll just get Undergrowth started again. He's a prick! Okay, so we need 3 to get another dice. He's doing 21 damage coming in on me with that. That is awful. So I think we want to go... It Gets Everywhere. And we can't do any of those on that, so we just go there, there, and there. Not enough to protect from it completely, but it helped. Yeah, he's sitting at 5 might right now, which really sucks. But we are quickly escalating. As you can see, we have Sandstorm Intensity 10, because we keep dumping into this. And I think we just attack him with this. Yeah, it's only 15 damage, but we don't really have anything else we can do against him. There we go. We did okay against the boss. Do we want 2 random dice faces, or do I want to guarantee a 1? I think I guarantee a 1. And we will just go ahead and take 2 random dice faces. Neither of those are particularly great. The end of combat, permanently remove this dice body. If this dice was not used, gain 180 gold. I mean, just don't use it. And get a whole bunch of money? Yes, please. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Stone Strike or Super Bloom? I mean, Super Bloom is better than nothing, I guess. Let's go ahead and do one more combat, I think. Don't think we need a rest just yet. I do wish I could edit my dice outside of combat, though. Okay, so we have Might. Whenever a spell using this rune deals unblocked damage, gain 1 Might and remove it until the end of combat. And this dice face doubles countdown reduction. So we can go ahead and pop that in there, and we'll put drop in on 2 since we're going for a 4. And you are going to come in, and you are going to do a Might on... Actually, since it's any face, we're going to actually throw it in... Actually, no, we want that one to be free. We want several dice that have nothing on them. So 2 functional dice with a bunch of odds and end dices. Dices? Dice, Jesus. We will go after... We'll put it on one of the 3s. It's bonus damage. And as far as spell select goes... Frankly, Super Bloom gets left out on this one. I don't know what the Armored Rat does. I haven't seen that one before. There's our 3 dice. We're going to go with Walk Without Rhythm to get that going. Drop you in there to get more barrier. And then we go for... I think we just punch one of them in the face, honestly. Or do we go Undergrowth? I think we just punch one of them in the face. This doesn't seem like it's going to be a long battle. It's just going to be an irritating one. There's some more. Buffeted, and we walk better. And now we are frail. This unit gets 50% less barrier. No! Okay, so we go ahead and drop that out again. And we throw these in, and I think that just kills them. Yeah. Just punches through. And we didn't put a dice body on there that fight because I was an idiot. And we'll take a 5 because we prefer odds. Think we go for another shell. If the sandstorm has not begun, begin the sandstorm. Inflict 1 sand trap. This enemy takes damage from sandstorm 1 extra time for each sand trap this turn. Yeah, we're going sand. We might as well. That requires larger than 5. Okay, so we do actually have a use for larger number 1s. Elite combat again? I mean, I think we might be able to handle it. Skipping all the events? I mean, maybe. Spellmaw. Well, I am going to go ahead and throw this on one of these. I think we throw it in on you. It just destroys the dice body. It doesn't destroy the dice. So... So this one has shell, and we'll go ahead and put it there. This is going to be probably our shell dice. If I had to take a wild guess, it's going to be our high roller. Okay, what do we have waiting for us? It gets everywhere. We have the gold dice. We're probably not going to be using the gold dice on this one. And he takes twice as much damage, and he has... Whenever this player casts a spell, this unit gets 1 might. Ugh. I'm going to trigger Sandstorm. We're going to do Dune Drop. And we are going to go... He's doing 7. We have no barrier yet. Don't have a way to trigger that one either. So it's gonna hurt. Yep. Ouch. Spell Maw is at least not the worst one we could be encountering, though. He doesn't have Sand Trap on him anymore. And he's going to keep getting Might and becoming kind of gnarly. But I think we still win this. It's just going to cost us a lot of life. Double weakness. That's not a bad combo. It's just not kicking ass quite as much as I would hope it would. And frankly, we don't really have anything else we can do with it. This requires 5 or higher to trigger, and neither of these are odd. So, blip and blip. Oh no, we're vulnerable. I think we actually win this round, though. Do a Dune Drop. And then you just sit. We don't need to be casting unnecessary stuff. Oh! We didn't get 180 because it's just deleted at the end of combat. We'd actually have to have done that entire combat without it. We'll take the big odd. Grounded is very nice. 2 random dice face would be nice. 30... it's whatever. I think we go grounded. Aggressive body, deal 10 damage to each enemy. You discard this dice from your hand at the end of your turn. Whenever this dice is rolled, randomize its faces. We're going to go aggressive body. We want that extra damage to enemies. Abrasive. Units take twice as much damage from the sandstorm this turn. Or nature of the land. 3 barrier, gain 1 grounded. I think we go abrasive. And we toss out the regular attack. We need to get another one of these slots. We are going to go shopping again. We got another It Gets Everywhere. Although I don't think we really care about that one too much. When you change the value of a dice facing during the dice modification, randomize that face's rune. This dice is used, and a unit ability gain 1 might and 1 fortitude, then remove this dice body for the rest of combat. We could go for the heal. I think we go for the spell slot first. We get the 1. And do we go for an extra reserve slot, or do we go for... Toughness would not be a bad one to get right now. Reduce the amount of barrier gained. Frankly, I think that one might be the best one out of the bunch. What's the special event? We can just gain 4 runes. The other thing is only available in the full game. So, boss combat. This is going to be a gnarly fight. We now have a dice body that we can actually use. Discard this dice from your hand at the end of turn. We're going to actually put that on you. And we're going to do big numbers on you. So let's go big odds. So we'll go with big odd instead of 6. Oh, wait, that's not an odd. That's an 8. I can count. I am a dumbass. Jesus. My apologies, folks. Someone's probably already said in the comments, that's not odd. I know. I am aware. This one is going to be, when you roll this dice face, gain barrier. Yes. This one is going to be, we want to keep it in our hand. Dice. And we lose it. Oh, actually. You can be on there as well. Because that's only when we roll it. So grounded, we are going to go ahead and toss in on just one of those. Heavy, we don't care about. Fortitude. Gain 1 fortitude whenever you use the spell to gain barrier. I think we actually put it on the big dog. Repeat and heavy are not stuff for us right now. Let's see if we can actually win this fight with 48 life. The replicator all the way back there. I think you can tell what he gonna do. Okay. I think we go with starting the sandstorm. We go, it gets everywhere. Get us enough defense, and then we just end turn and blip. Or just set up to do as much damage as possible. And I think we just got vulnerable, yeah. 50% more damage. 19 coming in. So you go ahead and get us some barrier. That's going to put weakness on him at the very least. And I think I just, yeah, hold off as best I can. Get that going again. Step that up to get more intensity. 10 and then 9. And he gets a weakness. I need to do a Dune drop on him as well, but at the same time, we can't get everything going all at once. I think we actually do the Dune drop, though. We're going to do it on you. Going to grab this to get some extra shell going on. Do we stay on the aggressive body or do we go with more rhythm? No, I think we stay with the aggressive body. Because that pretty much will let us kill him next turn, I think. Provided we get the right stuff. We go for a walk without rhythm. A lot of damage coming in this time. But I think we kill the... Oh, we didn't kill the front one. No! Ouch. Ouch. Mother trucker, that hurts. Okay, walk without rhythm. And we just kill them this turn, don't we? End turn. Yeah, we just kill them with the dice this turn. It's not even like we have to think about that one. Okay, die faces. We're going to go ahead and take 3 random die faces. Oh, nice ones for our low die. And we'll take 3 random dice runes, because why not? We've got the greed body again. We got the gravity body. That basically would guarantee that dice is able to do that. We're going to go with gravity body. Restore all consumed spells. 1 other random spell gains repeat 1 until the end of combat. This one takes a 9 to get. I mean, sure, we'll take it. It does... We don't care about it. And we got another dice, because we got to a higher difficulty. Okay, so now we have 80 life. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat stage 2 with this deck. We haven't gotten the most friendly thing. So this... The question is, what do we actually... I think we actually want to put it on you. That way, this one, despite being low, can always trigger that one. And we'll start reducing these down to 1s. So it is an all-1 dice. And it will always reduce the cost by 6. So it can't trigger our last spell. It can't trigger Undergrowth. But it can trigger, it gets everywhere, it can trigger Walk Without Rhythm, and it cannot trigger Dune Drop. Dune Drop we need a high roller for. I think that will be fine. What runes do we have? We've got Spiked Spirit whenever... Oh, that is a buff one. So that means we probably want it on this, because we're going to be using it on the main spell back there. I'm not going to have roll that kind of stuff. We don't really have a direct damage spell right now, so I can't really use Force yet. Repeat is okay. Spiked is okay as well, but I think we want another one of these aggressive bodies with just everything having shell. That's at least what I think we want. There's actually a sand spell that I want that we haven't gotten. It's called Sidekick or something like that. So we have a 1 here. I think we trigger this first. So that gets Sandstorm going. We do, and it gets everywhere. Keep that one up, and then we do another one of these with you. What does Abrasive do again? There's a 7 or higher to do that one. I don't think we have a way to trigger that, unfortunately. We have like 1 dice that could. So he debuffed us, which kind of sucks. So we've got a decent amount of damage coming in there. I think we go ahead and pop that one. Probably should have done it with the 5 now that I think about it. I'm a dumbass. Let me go ahead and have you start in on that. End turn. We're going to take damage this turn, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, definitely going to take damage this turn. But we kill off the Luck Feeder this next time, and Spell Might probably going to get wrecked too. Yep. Victory is ours. Sand is not a bad one. We're going to take the 1. We're going to take Grounded. We're going to take... Rush of Thorns is not a bad one. I think we're going to actually do that instead of Spring Surge. And we're going to put that on there instead of Barrier. There's a different one I'd rather have instead of this, but it's not something we have access to right now. Modified dice. We did get some more 1s, but I don't think we necessarily need them right now. It would probably be better to have that than a 2 because we have the odd face one. Grounded is not bad. So we'll go ahead and throw a Grounded on there. We don't care about a face being weighted, so we're probably never going to use heavy. Force is... And this is our shell one. Yeah, we don't have a direct damage thing that we can really do a lot with. I think we just sit on that and let it roll. Bladed Dancer has Blade Dance at the end of turn. Gain might equal to Blade Dance. That sucks. And then if no other enemies are dead, kill this enemy. Minimum of 8. We don't have one that can do that. Okay, so we'll do Rush of Thorns there. We'll go ahead and take a Fortitude. We're going to go ahead and trigger a sand... Oh, that triggered Sandstorm instead of giving me... Well, we're going to take damage now. Thankfully, we do a decent amount of damage. Otherwise, we would actually be in trouble with this one. Okay, so we have a 5 there as well. Oh, yeah, we made that into a spiked nightmare. Okay, so we do have Sandstorm going, so let's go ahead and... Oh, wait. Goodbye. Then we trigger that one. Trigger this one. End turn. He's back down to 1/6, so he's only going to be blocked 6 times in a row. And I think we just murder his face now. Drop it in there to get an abrasive, I guess. I don't know. Ta-da! Victory after taking a crap ton of damage. Okay, what else do we want out of these? We're going to go ahead and take a... I don't want evens, though. Bleh. I'll take a 6 and just hold on to it, just in case. 8 is a good one. It gets everywhere, and that we're going to go ahead and skip those. We don't care about them. This should get us more... Oh, 50% chance to gain 10 runes. You spot a door along the hallway slightly ajar. Peeking inside, you can see shapes on the other side of the wall. They move and shift in the torchlight. Like a shadow. 1 second, they look like runes. The next, razor-sharp blades. Will you inspect the wall? Maybe. Possibly. Drink my cup of coffee first. But yeah, sure, I'll investigate. Wow. That didn't say that that would be a curse, but thanks. Okay, so what got cursed? Well, at least it wasn't one of the dice we had before. Whenever this dice is used in combat, deal 3 damage to the player. When the body is changed during the modification, the player loses 7 max HP. Well, you suck, good sirs. I am gonna go... and go to the shop. Still don't have what I want. Max life there is not bad. We can start with permanent might and stuff like that. We don't have the money for those, though. Toughness is a good one for us. Void Steel would actually let us do some stuff. Actually, I'm going to go with Warm Body. And Toughness. And we have 51 left. I mean, none of these are particularly great. I wish we had a little bit more money. Too bad I screwed up our gold dice before. Let's try an elite combat. Why not? We're going to take damage. Oh, God. Right off the start. So go into our dice. Modify our dice. You get modified because we cannot be having that. You get in there. We get the runes on there. Toughness is going to go on it as well. We're going to try an aid. We'll do a spiked. Why not? That way it's always doing something. Yep, fight. And yes, we can buy extra dice too. We just didn't have the money for it. Okay. So we get a little bit of defense off of that. We're going to go ahead and get the walk going. We will drop out. It gets everywhere just to get a little bit of defense. We're going to do a warm body. I think we do. Or do we do... I think we do a Dune drop. Get you kind of messed up a little bit from it. And we are going to go with... I think you just sit in hand. Reduced you to 0 damage. That works. Okay. Whenever this gives a buff, get 1 additional stack. That stays in our hand. I think we go for another Dune drop on you. Unfortunately, we kind of have to do this one. Then we do another one of you. Reduce him down so he doesn't do as much damage. We're still going to take a ton of damage from this. But I think next turn we kill the guy in the back. The arena champion, though... The arena champion's getting scary. We'll go ahead and get some barrier from that. We do a grounded with you. We might still die on this one, unfortunately. Oh, no, we've reduced him a little bit. Okay, so we could get that, or we could do a grounded. I think we go like that. Double. And that. He's going to do 30. He's going to get weakness, though. It's down to 22. We need more defense. We'll go like that. You're just chilling up there. That removed all debuffs from us. Probably should have used the 4 on that. Let's go ahead and just do Rush of Thorns. Another walk without rhythm. And we're slowly stabilizing. Not greatly, but slowly. Okay, it gets everywhere. I think we just go ham on this, and hopefully that kills him. It did not! All the debuffs. We need a crap ton of damage on this guy. One abrasive, twice as much damage from Sandstorm if we do this one. He's going to kill us this turn if we do not get these on him. So that needs to go to get him buffeted. See, now it takes 2 hits. We up that one and we just end turn. Yeah. There we go. That was a little close for comfort. We got a warm body, though. Take 2 random dice faces. We'll take... Ooh, what does perception do? We'll just take random die faces. Ooh, vampire is not bad. It goes away, like, pretty much immediately. Take the void steel. Would have rather had something else. And we'll skip those rewards. Shop or rest? We're going to go rest. Gonna rest by the fire. And that's just going to give us the best chance against the boss. Okay, so we got 2 more dice bodies. Let's see what they actually do. I do still wish I could edit them outside of combat. Okay, dice bodies that we have. We have at the end of combat, if this dice is used to gain 1/1. Sinew body or void steel body? I think we do that. That at least does a little bit of work. Nothing else we can do with that one. Vampire. We don't really have direct damage spells, so it's not going to work out that great. I am slightly surprised that I have not seen particular buffs and particular cards. Because I would have thought I would have seen them by now. What do we have in here? That one's going to be fine. We're not going to really be using that for much. I don't think this impacts the damage that it does. I don't think it counts as a spell. We just lack any kind of real direct damage. Put it on there just in case. Spell select. We're not going to be able to use abrasive. I'm just going to grab Super Bloom. It just requires a unique dice. That's what that symbol means. This one, I don't... Yeah, I think it just means any dice. Yeah, any dice can be placed there. This one requires a super dice. Or a dice with a dice body. Do I stand a chance against the Demon of Misfortune? Probably not. Cannot take damage the first turn. Okie dokie. He's going to be dropping awful things on us, by the way. So since he can't take damage on this one, we're going to go ahead and start up our Sandstorm with that. We drop you on to get more shell. Although we don't need shell, I just brain farted. Go and get you Rush of Thorns. And let's get our Sandstorm kicking up. These are the shitty dice he's giving me. There are 2s on every side at least. Player loses 1 might whenever it's discarded. I think this just does flat 10 damage though. So I will grab... Yeah, we're just going to do this. Get a little bit of defense up, I guess. Get Rush of Thorns on our nonsense. And unfortunately, we can't get rid of these debuffs. So I think we need to be getting rid of Might. I don't think that ever comes back, sadly. Yeah, we're so dead. Yeah, he's doing 24 damage this time. Gain 3 grounded. Yes, walk without rhythm. Gain 3 grounded. If DV is 1, gain 5 instead. I don't think we succeed on this, unfortunately. Because I think right now he is literally just going to kill us. Goodbye. Yeah, there was no way for me to win that with this setup. We just didn't have any kind of real offensive thing going on. But I do think the sand ones do have a function. There are other sand skills. I might just like throw a picture of it up on screen now if I remember. Probably won't because I am forgetful as hell, as you guys already know. Run recap. Oh, we can actually go back and see what we've done, I think. Yeah, that's as far as we've gotten. That's a seed for this one. I really don't know why none of the... There's like several other sand ones we just did not see in the shop or anything else. But... Either way, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and this has been a pretty fun game. I can see a lot of promise in it. There are some UI and quality of life things that could use some help, though. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. Bye.